upon Rogers Ottawa or Rogers Community 22. To explain why, here's Christine McDougall.
I'm calling from Barrie. It's Tuesday night, just after the long weekend. I'm just calling to let you know that my sister's going to be home this summer. She just got a job with Ducks Unlimited, so she's postponing her Up With People tour until January. So she's going to be here, and she's studying the ducks. She's got a job with Ducks Unlimited. So, here, she wants to say hi. Hi, Tom. How's it going? Okay, Tom. Anyway, I got to run, okay? But my number here is 705. If you want to give us a call, I guess we can talk later on this summer to find out when you're coming down. And she'll be here for the show that we do in the summer. So I guess I'll talk to you later. All right? Take care. Bye-bye. End of message.
Show. It's the Tom Green Show. 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 Wow, hey, what an exciting audience tonight. Huh? No clue.
I want it to be the first one to kiss your face.
Whoa. Wow. My new fresh Paul McCartney look.
Looks great. Great.
Wow, that's exciting. What's going on? I have no idea what's going on.
No.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I should kiss the other side then.
Oh my God. Wow, wait. What's happening? What are the balloons?
Whatever you'd like them to be.
Holy cow.
We'll see you later.
Okay.
Here's someone with a video camera.
I think I need a drink, Glenn. I think I need a drink. There's times in my life when I go, what the hell is going on? And that was definitely...
That's...
Yeah, it is one of those times.
Yeah, kind of.
What the hell's going on? Okay, so...
we have meetings, and this
we
was
have meetings. I don't remember that being in the meeting.
Today.
I thought you would at least have given me the balloons, you know? Okay, so...
what are you doing?
I don't know. I'm completely thrown. Was that... Did you know that was going to happen, Melissa? You did? Really?
Yeah.
Wow, it was neat. It was fun. It was fun. Okay, well, I guess we'll on the show this week. Right, that's what we're doing. Boy, on the show this week, the Haunted are here. The Haunted. And Cameron Ferguson is here as well. Supermodel here. And a lot more people are here. We'll be right back. We're gonna go to a special video we did, a documentary we did on video cameras. We'll be right back.
He's taking videos of things. Probably a tourist. Here's someone with a video camera as well. You can see he has the same stance that many people with video cameras have. standing, both hands on camera, looking around, usually for something to photograph. Photography. You can see here his camera is also a Canon, very popular brand of video camera. Mr. Diefenbaker, what are you doing to that boy? You don't have to be a tourist to use and enjoy video. However, touring is an ideal place for video cameras. The footage inside is probably being reviewed in the in-camera viewfinder. This man here obviously knows what he's doing, though. Do you know the man with the camera?
It's my father.
What was your father taking videos of today?
Oh, I don't know. Don't do that.
Hi. Hi. That giant man there. Was he bugging you? Was he bothering you? Lester B. Pearson. He's a Canadian Prime Minister. When he died, they covered him in chocolate and bronzed him. Kids come up and pick away at him. What are you taking pictures of today?
Sorry, I don't speak English very well.
Somos de Venezuela.
Oh, oui. Je suis allé à Chile.
A Chile.
Tu es habité dans Venezuela?
Sí.
Est-ce que tu as acheté ton caméra vidéo dans Venezuela?
No, la compramos aquí en Canadá.
Oh, ici au Canada? Oui. Okay, see. I think I just had a conversation in Spanish. I think I just had a conversation in Spanish. Wow, yeah. Jeez. This is Gerben Gazendam. From the Museum of Nature, right? That's what it's called? It used to be called the Museum of Man.
It used to be called the Museum of Natural Sciences.
Oh, really?
Yep.
It wasn't called the Museum of Man?
They were in with us.
Okay. Oh, there was two combined?
Yep, and they moved to Hull, and we stayed in Ottawa.
Okay, it's in the building that the Museum of Man was at, though.
Yeah.
And these are bugs.
These are some of the exhibits that we have at the museum.
Giant bugs here.
Well,
Do you like bugs, Gerben?
they are great.
Yeah?
They're absolutely fantastic. I usually keep one when I come in my pocket, and some of the... There we go.
Oh, holy cow. Holy cow. That's a squirrel.
That's a Madagascar hissing roach.
Okay.
And,
A hissing roach.
yes,
Like roaches aren't bad enough that don't hiss, you know?
these are absolutely great. And perhaps on Thursday night it will hiss.
Okay.
Let's try. No hissing.
No hissing.
No hissing.
It's nervous in front of the crowd. Makes it nervous.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Wow. Well, what's... I guess these are native to Madagascar, then?
Yep. And we use this particular roach because it's our most ferocious looking. And we pull them out of our pockets and show them to kids and desensitize them or sensitize them to the beneficial properties of roaches.
Are most people afraid of the bugs at first, or
The parents are, not the kids.
no?
No.
What do parents do
They
sometimes?
push their kids forward into the roaches, and we end up dealing with the kids, and the kids in turn will educate their parents.
What do you feed these things? Do you actually feed them, or do they just sort of look for scraps lying around the museum?
No, they've got a great diet of dog food.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, they'll eat dog food, and this particular one just likes lettuce and bananas.
That sounds delicious.
If you're a roach,
That sounds like a delicious meal. Actually, I'm a little bit thrown right now, and I'm realizing something. Actually, I'm realizing I forgot to do something, actually, Gerben. And when I look at this, do you mind waiting here for a second?
Go ahead.
Where are you going?
I'll be right back. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. Sorry about this.
Okay.
Hey Tom, did you get it? Did you get the bug?
Got it. So, sorry about that. Look at him, he's just resting.
You still want to talk to me?
Yeah, well. He's just resting up there. Does that make you sad when you see that? When you see me spray Roach killer, does that make you sad? Do you, when you see, like, let's say, for instance, you were to see a roach at home.
I wouldn't be sad.
You wouldn't be sad?
No.
No. So
No.
you like him at work, but you don't want to take your work home with you then, I guess.
People, when you say bugs, people say bug off.
Huh.
And they paint with a big brush, and all bugs are bad.
Yeah.
And the whole exercise is to say all of them aren't all bad.
Yeah.
And that's the exercise that we're up to even tonight.
Look at this thing walking on your arm here. It has a
Stick.
Yeah.
It's called a stick insect.
Look at this thing.
And
Its name is Stick?
actually its name's Twiggy,
Yeah.
but it is a stick insect.
Do you get attached to these sort of like you would with a pet, like a dog?
I don't take them out for walks,
Yeah.
but
What-
you do get attached.
What happens though, say if one was to die at the museum, would you feel sad? Would there be
No.
a little burial service for it? And
No, they go into the compost.
so, just flip it. Why is the museum doing this? I guess what's the main reason for the bug exhibition?
It's part of a larger exhibition that deals with creepy critters, and that deals with snakes, frogs, rats, everything that people loathe.
Mm.
And so what we're doing is bringing the good characteristics out. And by bringing people close to them, we're actually getting them in touch.
Yeah, I feel a lot closer and warmer to bugs now after we've had our little talk. Okay. How you doing? There we go. Wow, well, thanks a lot for coming on the show, Gerben.
Okay.
I appreciate you coming down. Look at these things. This one here didn't get to talk. That one there didn't get to talk. That little one. What's this little one down at the bottom? What's this one?
This one right here?
This one's clear.
That one is palm roach.
Uh-huh. A palm roach?
And to really appreciate it, you have to give it a smell.
I'm glad I decided to come over here and do this.
Okay.
Actually, let's go. Can I mind if I go let some people
Oh,
in?
no. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's great. It's to be experienced.
Do you feel like smelling a roach, ma'am?
Oh, don't get it too close.
What's that? No, it's in a it's in a plastic container.
Okay, just don't throw it on me. Oh!
Doesn't smell like anything. Does it? What's it supposed to smell like?
It's part of the oils. It smells a bit like garbage.
You like smelling a roach?
Oh, gross.
How about you? Wow. Well, this is the audience tonight. How are you guys all having a good time? Yeah. You can thank Gerben Gazendem for coming on the show tonight, everyone. You can come down here every Thursday night at 11 o'clock. It's free, and you can sit on the floor on blankets. Warm North American Van Lines moving blankets.
Don't forget sanitized.
Sanitized blankets. And yeah, we invite you all to come down to the show here. Okay, so have fun, guys. What's going on now, Glenn? Jeez. See, I was all prepared for these delicious
drinks.
meals, and then insanity.
But
I was gonna bring you a little freshy freezy.
Yeah.
For. Oh.
Oh. We're not gonna drink that.
Why not?
This is a letter from Derek Harvey. Oh, Derek Harvey.
Okay, it's a letter from Derek Harvey. Wow, it's flying by this show. I'm nervous. Okay, here's a letter from Derek. It's, Dear Tom, do we have the little music? Yeah. Dear Tom, right now one side of my face is red and sore, while the other side is normal. That's because for the past week I've been hitting myself in the face as hard as I can. I'm trying to be a better person, Tom, so whenever I do something wrong, I say, bad boy. Then I slap myself in the face. Hard. I think it started last week when I accidentally bumped into a teenage rocker on the subway. Watch it, pal, he said. Then I said sorry and started slapping my face. Since then, I'm addicted. I ran a red light. Bad boy. Slap. I pressed the wrong floor on a crowded elevator. Bad boy. Slap. I had to squish past a bunch of people at the movies to get a drink, and I obstructed their view. Bad boy. Slap.
Oh, Derek.
If you or anybody else wants to give this a try, then do it right. In order for it to work, you have to slap your face real hard. This way you'll learn your lesson. Derek. That's What a great crowd here. Glenn, here's a delicious treat.
You know, you're getting a skin rash from all the shaving.
Okay, well, we'll be right back after this. I have this uncle. He used to go down to Greens Creek, which is a creek near my house. Coincidence, I guess. But at the creek, there was this big fort. It was made out of logs, and he said, why don't we take these apart, and then we can turn it into a raft, use the logs from the fort and make a raft, and then we can raft across the river. We won't have to walk all the way home. So I thought that was a good idea, so we spent the whole day making this raft, much longer than it would have taken to walk home. And when the raft was done, he thought he would test it first, and he got on the raft, and it fell all apart in the water. Yeah. It's just freshy, you know. It's just freshy.
What's freshy?
Rebecca Rottenberg.
Rotenberg.
You don't like it when people call you Rottenberg?
No, I don't like it at all.
No,
None of us like it.
My son
No.
David.
Do you get kidded about that at school, David? Rottenberg?
No.
No?
Some people like make up really weird names like Rottenberger, etc.
Like me. That's what I call them.
Rottenberger, that's a great one, actually. That's a great one for schoolyard games.
Yeah.
So you do this cartoon, Flying Solo?
I do more than a cartoon.
For the Ottawa Citizen?
Yes, that's right. I brought it to show everybody.
Yeah. Let's show it a bit.
Okay, this is a cartoon I do on a weekly basis in the Ottawa Citizen. I've been doing it for a year, and it's called Flying Solo, the Lighter Side of Single Parenting.
What's it? It's about single parenting, I guess.
It's all about single parenting. Single parenting is moms and dads. Moms and dads who have custody or don't have custody. And I've also created a symbol for the single parent family called Flying Solo, fighter airplane. And I've reproduced the symbol onto mugs.
Holy cow, you're into merchandising and all sorts of stuff.
T-shirts. I've got 10 steps from the heart, which
is there a frisbee? Do you have a frisbee?
Oh,
a signed glow in the dark.
What a great idea!
Rebecca Rotenberg frisbee.
That's coming.
That's coming. I'm going to have hats, and I'm going to have umbrellas and
this is neat.
Everything.
What?
This is a spin-off.
So I guess you must be a pretty funny person then, Rebecca.
I hope I am, which is why I enjoy you so much.
Oh, well, thanks, because you like looking at me and going, gee, I'm much funnier. Well, this is neat. What comes first when you do these, the drawings or the joke?
First of all, interestingly enough, I don't create the cartoons based on my own experiences. I've got a really creative mind. David and I do the writing. And my artist also, Fortuné, she does a lot of the creating as well. And we come up with ideas based on stuff that we think single parents are going through and their families. Mm-hmm. And everybody can relate because everybody's got a single parent in their family or next door or friend.
Have you gotten some sort of positive feedback from single parents who say...
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes, I just ran my first... after a year, my first cartoon, or the cartoon, the anniversary cartoon, and I put in a personals from our main character asking for a date.
Okay.
And we got tons of letters, so we got a lot of readership.
So you could go out with a cartoon character? I'm
going to go out with a cartoon hero type.
Wow.
Yeah, well, because you turned me down.
Yeah. Did I? Yeah? Well, sorry about that.
Going out with a cartoon. Who's going to pay for the...
But this is about something else, though. It's not just... It didn't start with cartooning, did it? You also worked
No, it started... Oh, yes, that's right.
Youth...
I work for Youth Services Bureau, which is an agency that offers individual private counseling to youth, ages 12 to 20. Everything is confidential and free.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's our cue, I guess, Melissa doing that.
Yeah, that's why I stopped.
Yeah. It's comfy having that sort of
it's
scary...
the most disturbing feeling.
Yeah,
but she's awfully cute, so it's okay.
Well, thanks a lot, Rebecca, for coming on. Really appreciate that. Sorry for disturbing you there.
It's okay.
This is exciting. So people can see this every Sunday?
Every Sunday in the Ottawa Citizen, called Flying Solo, the Lighter Side of Single Parenting. And you can see the products with the shirts, the mugs. I'm going to offer this to you as a gift tonight to drink your whatever it is.
Some Freshie in that.
Freshie, okay. Frosty.
Well, we'll be right back then. Rebecca Rotenberg here, and...
If you want. I mean, I'm not going to force it on you.
No, I don't want to say nothing. I fell down and nearly hurt my leg, that's all. Can I go? Can I go?
No.
What are they?
That's no good for me at all. Could keep it for yourself. What the hell you try to do?
What do you want me to do with these things? Oh no, get out of my face, man.
You're not a member of a Beatles cover band, are you?
I just can't say how we do this. I have no idea.
I have really no idea.
Chemise. Hier, je l'ai payé. Oui, oui, mais... Tu veux avec ma chemise, je vais dire là-bas. Non, non, parce que ta chemise, là, c'est marqué Rolling Stone dessus.
Okay, on your mark, get set, go.
I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Rebecca's still here for a while. So everyone, Rebecca's still here. All right. You want to go through this and tell me what this is about? Quickly?
I do.
Okay.
Flying Solo's 10 Steps from the Heart.
Did David write some of these things?
Oh, no, David writes the cartoons.
You
David
write the cartoons?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Wow, it's like boy genius.
I edit the cartoons.
Doogie Howser.
She gives me scenarios, and I come up with the lines.
Holy cow, way to go. That's fun.
Okay, so Flying Solo's 10 Steps from the Heart, corresponding with all the letters in Flying Solo. F, fully realize you have independent and individual value. L, love yourself. Y, your dream can become a reality, believe in yourself. I, initiate relationships that are supportive. Never forget that you are your own best friend. Go forward, there's no going back. Strive for good health. Out of patience, don't give up, persevere. Look to your inner faith and open your heart to laughter, designed for the single-parent family.
Wow. All right, well, this time is for real, Rebecca. We have to go.
I can't leave you, though.
Thank you for coming down.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you very much, too.
We'll be right back after this. I'm drinking a cup of coffee right now because I didn't have a chance to eat anything for breakfast this morning. But usually I start my day with a good breakfast because breakfast is one of the most important meals of the day. You've heard that, though. Without these vitamins and without these nutrients, the human body is like a car without gasoline. I don't really need a meal. I can skip that. But that's wrong because the meals are very important to a person. If a person doesn't have a meal, then they can go maybe 6 weeks at the most without a meal. Then they die. It's like oxygen. If you don't have oxygen for a certain amount of time, then you'll die. Your body will die because human beings need oxygen. When I was a kid, I used to know a guy who didn't think meals were very important. And he'd come to school in the daytime, and he wouldn't bring any kind of food with him or anything. He wouldn't bring any kind of sandwich or a chocolate bar or a chocolate milk or anything with him. He'd just come to school, he'd sit down, he'd do his work. Lunchtime would come, he'd go out in the yard, he'd play with the ball. Sometimes you hear about people who go on hunger strikes. They know that if they don't have the right amount of food in their system, then they'll die. And what they're saying to you when they're on a hunger strike is, if you don't do what I want you to do, then I'm going to die because I'm not eating. I'm on a hunger strike. Well, people shouldn't threaten. I had a cup of coffee this morning. So obviously I'm not on a hunger strike.
Cameron Ferguson, she's a supermodel. Cameron Ferguson here. Supermodel. Look at these. Look at some. Let's flip through some pictures quickly of you. Well, look at that picture, right? That's you right there, right? Let's flip through some of these. What are these pictures from exactly? You can tell us.
They're from different magazines in Europe and in North America.
Wow. And a year ago today, this is what you're telling me.
I was in Saint Laurent Shopping Center, and a scout from Ford Models, not Ford Cars, but Ford Models, was in the mall, and he found me, and it started then.
1 year ago. You had never modeled. Now you've been living in Paris?
Paris, New York, London,
New
Italy.
York City, London, Italy?
Yeah.
God, that's insane.
It's amazing.
All started...
Every time I get lonely and I get depressed, I just think to myself, I'm not in a school, in a classroom, sitting behind a desk.
You're 20 years old.
Yeah.
Would you suggest to girls who want to get into modeling to hang out at Saint Laurent Shopping Center?
Sure, if they want to.
That must be sort of like. Do you ever feel like you're going crazy, or it must drive you apart? It must be ridiculous to you inside your mind.
It is. I mean, sometimes I'm sitting at a party in New York, and I'm surrounded by people that I've seen on TV or that I've seen political figures, and it's just. It's incredible to me.
What do your friends and your family think about all this?
They're very supportive, but I don't really see them much. So my friends, that is.
Yeah. Is that bothering you at all?
I had a couple of TV specials on a few months ago, and suddenly I had all these calls from people that I hadn't talked to in years that I didn't realize still liked me, that were suddenly. My good friends. And
wow. So that happened a bit when you became all of a sudden Cameron Ferguson? Is it all of a sudden you have sort of people you haven't talked to in a while?
Well, not really. Those were just people I didn't really know, but...
Geez, I don't know. It seems strange to me because, I mean, obviously this is an exception. I guess what happened to you where one day you're Cameron, the next day you're in Paris. That doesn't happen. There's thousands of girls trying to do this, I guess.
Yeah.
Why?
And even the girls that do go to Paris and that do make it there. I mean, you go into a casting and you're there with girls that you see in magazines, and it's really.
I mean, you're obviously working, you know.
I hope so.
Yeah, you're doing like some work here. Like you're not just like modeling underwear in the Sears catalog. You know? Look at all this stuff. What's the big?
Hey, Tommy boy. Hey, Tommy boy.
What's that?
Hey, Tommy boy.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Just talking to Cameron.
Oh, yeah? Well, you know what? I was noticing how much that this crowd kind of looks like 90210.
What are you saying?
Well, I gotta tell you, I've been watching a lot of 90210, you know? And I think there should be a number that I can call. You know what I'm saying? A number that I can call. You know, I look in the paper, I keep watching it all the time. You know, I can't get enough of it.
At the end of the 90210 show. Why are you telling me this, though, here on our show?
No, I'm just saying that, you know, I think we all kind of look like good looking.
Yeah.
And kind of reminds me of 90210.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, Glenn and myself and Cameron, we're all pretty good looking.
Exactly, you know. And I think I'm the best looking one here.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Wow. Okay.
But I gotta tell you something, Tom.
Sorry for this
There's
interruption.
something that's really bothering me.
Okay.
I think I might have to go now.
Okay.
Because, you see, these are my friend's shorts. And I don't think he washed them, you know what I'm saying? So I'll let you get on with the show there, buddy.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay. So,
I think he has a future in modeling.
He does, yeah.
Thank you.
So that's how long is this going to last for you? How long do you know how long it's going to last?
Maybe 10 more years.
Yeah, so this is One day Salon Ross Shopping Center. What were your plans before all of a sudden you had a 10-year career slapped on you?
I didn't really have any.
Yeah. Well, that's solved the problem for you. Yeah. And then you went to Paris. Was that the first thing you did, or what was the first thing you did?
The first thing I did was I went to New York.
Okay.
And I stayed with the owner of the agency, Eileen Ford, and...
That's when you realized it was getting ridiculous, I guess, at that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was that like, New York City?
It was pretty exciting. I mean, I'd never been in a big city before. I'd never been out of Canada. And I got there, a limousine picked me up.
Jeez,
Yeah, I stayed in a model's apartment.
I was in a limousine last week, actually.
Were you?
Oh, yeah. Now we had a guest on the show. He was a limo driver, and he let me sit in the back and everything. Yeah, okay, so that's obviously out of control then. And,
yeah.
And how long were you in New York City for?
I've been there for about a total of 5 or 6 months this year.
And now you're a Levi's girl too?
Yes.
Those aren't Levi's, I don't think, though. Levi's doesn't make leather pants.
No, not that I know of.
No. Well,
These are my motorcycle pants.
Your bike?
My boyfriend does.
Oh, okay. You met him in France?
Yes.
Geez, this is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You met your boyfriend in France, and he motorbikes. He's a hairdresser.
Yeah.
Holy cow! Look what modeling does to someone, eh? All of a sudden you're screaming around Paris in a motorcycle. So, I mean, has there been any negative kind of thing out of this? Any sort of negative reaction from parents or anything?
Oh no, not really.
Yeah.
It gets lonely sometimes, but otherwise.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Well, it's you know this guy, right?
This is Phil.
Yeah. You've met Phil before?
Oh, I know Phil very well.
Yeah. How do you know Phil? This is Phil Giroux. He's on the show. Wow. Well, that's Phil right there. Phil, hey, Phil, how you doing? Well, Cameron, this is exciting. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
This is great. Nice seeing you again, and wish you luck with the next 10 years.
Thanks.
Okay, Cameron Ferguson, everyone. And we're gonna be right back. Have you been to the Tulip Festival since you've been in town?
No,
No. Oh, it's
I
great.
missed it.
It's great. I was down at the Tulip Festival.
Were you?
Yeah, I was down at the April Wine Concert actually at the Tulip Festival, and we'll go there now and we'll have a look at what it's like at the April Wine Festival Tulip Concert. Thanks.
You know it drives me insane. I don't need your love. You tell me that I've been foolish this time.
Are you here to see Foreigner today? No, man.
The Queen's birthday, right?
Isn't that Foreigner on stage? No.
Happy birthday.
I take the wine on stage.
Happy Tonight is a wonderful time to fall in love. Oh yeah. Tonight is a wonderful time. Let's fall in love. Let's fall in love. seconds of nothing. 20 seconds of nothing. I got 20 seconds of nothing.
Rick Rock and Roll Presley right here, everyone. Rick Rock and Roll Presley right here.
Hey, thanks, Tom.
From Yuck Yucks.
Yes, sir.
How'd you get involved? He's from Yuck Yucks. He's a comedian at Yuck Yucks. Oh, you're doing great. You won the local talent award last year.
A year and a half ago, yeah, I won the Ottawa version of the Search for Canada's Funniest Comic. I went to Toronto and battled it out with a bunch of bozos from across the country. And
that must have been pretty exciting.
It was fun.
Yeah, you always wanted it. That's a good crowd tonight, isn't it?
These guys are great.
Yeah. You're not still squeamish about what was happening back there?
What was happening?
The guy came in with, just got the tattoo, you got all squeamish?
I wasn't watching the show, Tom.
Yeah. What do you mean?
There was a guy on the show with bugs?
Okay, yeah. But no, the guy...
I was getting made up.
Yeah, and before the show you were all... Yeah, oh, did you get makeup splashed on your... Look at the streaks of makeup on
Yeah, I know, look at this.
Oh, boy.
Look at this.
Wow. That's like you wrapped yourself up in masking tape and went and stood out in the sun for a while. Yeah,
yeah, I did do that.
Yeah. So, so what's going on then? Did you, You gonna do a little song for us?
Sure. Actually, Tom, you remember the Beach Boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were crap, eh?
I wasn't a big fan, but...
Yeah, I didn't like them. Oh, okay, there's the Beach Boys. Do you remember those old, in the 50s, too, they had those dead boyfriend-girlfriend songs like, oh, where can my baby be? Remember those songs?
Yeah.
I mean, those are lies. You know the guy singing those songs didn't actually experience the death of his girlfriend. I mean, I couldn't see someone at the funeral of his girlfriend saying, oh, Betsy's gone, I'm going to miss her horribly. However, you know, it's giving me an idea for a wicked tune. Let's hit the studio, man. So my point here is, Tom, is that you can imagine what it sounded like if we combined the surf song, the Beach Boys, with the dead boyfriend-girlfriend song.
Okay.
Can you imagine what it would
The
sound
surf
like?
song...
With the dead boyfriend-girlfriend.
With the dead boyfriend.
Okay, well, sound like
this is the combination, okay.
The combination of the two.
Okay.
Ricky and Darla were lovers. Ricky loved Darla true. Darla loved Ricky's Woody and his car too. But one day Darla, she got sick and died. What a bummer. What a rotten way to end my bitchin' surfing summer. It was my second summer. I'm gonna ride it to Darla's grave. It was my surfing summer. Check it out, Tom! I'm hanging 10. It was my surfing summer. Too bad Darla's decomposing. Aww. Thank God there's two girls for every boy.
All you need is a tattoo on there, and you're rolling.
Well, actually, I was going to get a tattoo when I was in high school, but my friends all talked me out of it. They said I'd probably regret it later, you know. But they were right, too, you know. I can honestly say now I'm damn glad I didn't get Culture Club permanently printed on my arm. You know? At the time, they were supposed to be the next Beatles, and they woo clever.
Yeah, that would have been haunting.
Yeah. I saw. You ever seen those skinhead guys that are out there? Those racist bastards.
No.
Sorry, I said the B word.
Yeah, we hate it when we offend. We hate it when we offend racists on the show, don't we?
I don't know if you've ever seen their tattoos, but what they normally do is they tattoo a letter on each one of their fingers so that when they put their fists together, it spells out the word skinhead. Mm-hmm. I guess just in case that bald scalp wasn't enough of a clue for us or something. Hey, look at that hairless guy. He must be one of those oh-so-common 18-year-old Yul Brynner fanatics. There he goes.
Wow. Yeah, that would be a big clue. Just a bald head. Well, yeah, okay, I guess we got to go. You want to do a little quick 30-second songer before to take us out, or?
Okay, how about I'll do a little impression of Axl Rose. Say if he was on Sesame Street. Okay. Okay, here it goes.
I said,
Shapiro, how'd the date go?
You remember that, do you?
Come back here in the light. How'd the date go?
Well, I managed to find myself a date, and she's standing right beside me.
Okay.
Perhaps you'd like to...
Tell me a bit about it. Tell me a bit about it.
Well, we'll let her talk about it. I think she really enjoyed the date.
Sarah, really? It was Sarah?
Yes, Sarah.
Unfortunately. Well, you know how Phil came on and asked, said he wanted to date. Well, of course, the answer machine was flooded with phone calls for Phil. Girls just wanted Phil. So he thought it would be a good idea to come on your show and get a date. He could not get a date. He didn't get one call.
Okay.
So Darcy and Trevor asked me to go on a date with him because they felt sorry for him.
Yeah, so I got set up with Jen.
So...
That's Sarah there.
So
yeah, I know. Crystal. Yeah.
So unfortunately, I got stuck going on a date with him. It was horrible.
Really?
Yes.
What was...
I think Jeanette really liked it. It wasn't bad. The bouillabaisse at the restaurant was superb.
Well, no. I mean, he didn't bring his wallet, and he told me not to bring my
Geez,
purse,
this is too bad.
It was awful.
Shapiro, I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that, Sarah.
Thank
I'll
you.
tell Darcy. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
The Tom Green Show has been brought to you by Darkstorm Comics and Collectibles, 335 Lisgarud Bank. Darkstorm offers both mainstream and alternative comics as well as Japanese animation. Darkstorm does not sell Glenn Humblick paraphernalia, but they do sell comics. Darkstorm Comics, proud sponsors of the Tom Green Show.
Yeah, go right into the skin thing. I'm going to talk to the sponsor. You want to do it? Yeah, it's wow. So Darkstorm Comics, actually, you know.
Our first sponsor.
Our first sponsor. It's great. It's really great. It's great, And the guy from Darkstorm Comics is here tonight in the audience. Yeah, let's have a hand for Darkstorm Comics. The guy right there. It's important to have some sponsorship on our show here. We can't do this every week, without a little sponsorship.
It helps a little bit.
Little sponsorship never hurt anyone.
Didn't hurt us.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
How are you recovering from the tennis championship?
Yeah. So Tom and I played tennis yesterday, and
I got a skin rash.
And you got a skin rash on your face from
a sunburn or something like that.
It's it's been a while. When was the last time you had no little beard happening?
I shaved it yesterday.
And? It's a little bit of a skin rash and stuff?
It's the Paul McCartney special.
It looks like... Have you been putting stuff in your face, though?
What?
Are you putting stuff in your face, too?
No, I'm not putting any of that stuff that you brought for me on my face.
Why aren't you putting it on? I told you to put it on, because it's looking...
Glenn brought me the skin cream. He says because I shave, I have to put skin cream on my face. But I'm not going to put it on.
Why? It's going to, it's looking... The makeup's covering a little bit of it, but just... What are you doing? You're just supposed to put... That was a supply for the summer. Just put a little dab of it.
Yeah.
Tom, that's too much. No?
My skin feels soft, Glenn! My skin feels very soft, Glenn!
You're only supposed to put on...
Okay, let's go to the haunting. The haunting is here as a band. find you got to really massage it in to get the best effect.
Is it helping though?
What's that?
Is it helping?
Is what the massaging? Or the softness? I think
just the skin rash.
The left-hand side
I'm
was
concerned, you know.
The left-hand side was the driest. You ever had an ear full of skin cream? You shut your mouth, son. I'm gonna give you a real ear full of skin cream.
Oh, God.
You know, you wouldn't have thought. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk that much skin cream could sit on the side of someone's face? Look, we got basically 3 jars here.
I never thought I'd see the day with this one.
I really thought I'd see the day with this one. So that's the end of another show. I'd like to thank The Haunting for coming on. Thanks for coming on, guys. Show the CD. That's The Haunting CD right there, and we'll see you next week on the show, on The Tom Green Show, Thursdays at 11 o'clock, Mondays at 11 o'clock. See ya. Here's The Haunting.
Thought you left